Namaskar everyone. Today we are going to start with the chapter number 8, more on CSS3. Basically this chapter is all about HTML and how we can include CSS in our HTML programs. So let's start with the basic structure of HTML. As you all know that we write HTML program in some text editor. So in this we are taking Notepad as the text editor. So when we start an HTML program, it always starts with a HTML tag. HTML tag, it is a container tag, that means it has an opening tag as well as the closing tag. So after the HTML tag we have the head tag. Head tag is also a container tag because it has the opening as well as the closing tag. So this head tag, whatever we write in between this head tag, we call it as head section. The head section, the main purpose of head section is that it provides the information about the web page. Okay, and in between the head tags we have the title tag is there. Title tag, it is also a container tag, and this tag is used to give the title to the web page. For example, in this I have given my first page as the title to the web page. So after this head section we have the body section is there. This body section, in this we have the body tag. It is also a container tag, that means it is also having a closing tag. So what we write in this body tag? See, whatever content we see on a web page, whether it is a text, any audio file, video file or any image, they all are written in this body section. And at the last we have the HTML tag. This closing HTML tag, it marks the end of the HTML program. So once when we have written this program, after that what we have to do is we have to save this program. And how we will save it? When we are saving the program, we have to write the program name. For example, in this I have taken structure as the program name. So you will give structure.html name to this program. Okay, so once when you have saved this file, this HTML program with .html extension, that means you have created a web page. Okay, so just double click on this web page and you will open this HTML program in a web browser. The web browser can be any browser. It can be your Internet Explorer, it can be your Google, or it can be your Mozilla. Next, coming back to cascading style sheets. See, cascading style sheets, they provide a set of style rules that define the layout of HTML documents. Means when we are creating a HTML program, that is a simple text we are writing, but see, when we have to enhance its appearance, we need to provide some style rules. So these CSS sheets, they help us to enhance the appearance of the web pages. And there are different ways how we can apply these cascading style sheets to our HTML programs. So the first way is inline style. So it is one of the methods by which we can apply CSS on the elements of a web page. Now this element means how you will apply the CSS on the heading, on the text or the paragraph that we are writing. So in this method, style decoration is given with each individual element with the help of style attribute. So whenever we are using the inline style, in that case we have to use the style attribute in order to enhance the appearance of the elements of the web page. Now see, this style has a disadvantage that for each element, every time we have to repeat this declaration, even if we are using the even if we are using the same style to the same element. In that case also we have to again repeat the style that we are applying, and this will be more clear by the HTML program. So just have a look at it. I have created an HTML program, and we'll just have a look at the coding. Now just see, as I told you, HTML program, it always starts with the HTML tag. After that we have the head section. In this I have given the title as my first page, and I am closing the head tag. That means I have just closed the head section. And head section, again I am repeating that it is used for providing the basic information about the web page. Next is the body tag. So in body tag we'll write the content that we want to show on the web page. So in this I am writing use of inline style. Okay, so this text will appear, and in this HR, this is the element. HR stands for horizontal line. Whenever you want to draw any line on the web page, you will use this HR tag. And HR tag, it is an empty tag. Empty tag means it will have only one tag, that is only the opening tag. There is no closing tag for the empty tags. So you can see that we are having only one HR is there, we don't have any closing HR tag. Okay, so I just want to change the appearance of this horizontal line on the web page, so I am using the style attribute. So the syntax for writing this style is that first you will write style, after that equals to, and within double quotes you will write the properties. Okay, you will write the declaration. Now what is a declaration? Declaration is combination of the property name and its value. Okay, so here width is the property and its value is 50%. That means I want the horizontal line to cover only 50% of the web page. After that the background color of the line should be green. The height of the line should be 2%. Fine. Okay, after that what I have done, I have written a text, and after that I have included one more HR tag. See, in this I have not provided any style attribute. Next is I have again written a text line, and after that I have again used the same HR tag. Now see, again I have to, again if I am using the HR tag, again I have to use this complete line again. So this is the disadvantage of inline style, that for each element we have to again and again repeat the style properties. So again just close the body tag and close the HTML tag. Now just have a look at the output. See this, when we have used the style attribute, in that case you can see the line is coming like this. Okay, for the second we have just used a simple HR tag, so that's why a simple line is coming. And for repeating the same properties or the same style, again we have the same line. Okay, so this is the disadvantage of inline style, that if we are taking, in this case I have taken the HR tag, so if I want to draw the horizontal lines, again and again I have to repeat the style. Okay, so this is the main disadvantage of the inline style, that again and again we have to repeat the declarations. Next is text properties. Text properties in CSS provide various formatting options to style the text in a web page. Means formatting options are used to improve or to just make the text attractive. Okay, you all have seen that whenever we open any web page, it is not just written in simple text. You can see the different colors of text are there. We have applied different font styles, and different animations are applied to them. So the first text property is text align. Text align, this is the property that we are using to set the horizontal alignment of the text inside the block. So what is this alignment means? Alignment means how you are aligning the text or how you are positioning the text. If you take an example, in this presentation you can see that all the text is aligned on the left side. So in this the alignment is left. So if we align the text across the right margin, we will call the alignment as right. So what is the syntax we have for text align? The syntax is that syntax means the rule how you will write the text align property. So it is written as text hyphen align, then you have to write the value. So what will come in place of value? Value can be, it can be left aligned, it can be right aligned, or it can be center aligned. Okay, center means the text will come in the center of the page. Justify means the text will have the equal margins from the left as well as from the right margin. Next property is text decoration. So this property is basically used to decorate the text. So what is the syntax? Syntax is text hyphen decoration, then we have to write the value. So what are the possible values for text decoration property? It is underline, that means it will underline the text. Overline means a line will come above the text. Line through means a line will come across the text, that means the text will be cutted. Blink means a blinking line will come, and none means the text will come in simple way. This was text decoration property that we are using to decorate the text. Next property is color. So this property is used when we have to set the color for the text, and the syntax is color and value. See, this color is the property name and this value is the value that we are providing to this color property, and this complete is known as declaration. And what can be the possible values for this color property? It can be color name, for example simply you can give the color name red, blue, green, yellow, like that. And RGB color code, this is the code or this is the number that we have from 0 to 255. Okay, and RGB stands for red, green, blue. These are the basic colors, and in this the range is 0 to 255, but generally we just write the color names. And hexadecimal code, it is a code for each color that is defined within a computer. Next property is text transform. Text transform is a property that is used to transform the letters in a text into means how we have to convert the letters in a text. We can convert it into uppercase, that means all the letters are coming in capitals. Lowercase means all the letters are coming in small. Capitalize the first letter of each word, that means in this the first letter of each word will be capitalized. And what is the syntax? The syntax is text hyphen transform and value. And what are the possible values for text transform property? They are uppercase, lowercase and capitalize. Next is text shadow. Text shadow is a property that is used to add shadow around the text. And what is the syntax we have for this? The syntax is text shadow, then we will write the value. The value can be, and see, the value is H shadow, V shadow, space, color. So what is this H shadow? H shadow, it specifies the distance of the horizontal shadow. Means when the letter when we are creating a horizontal shadow, so what should be the distance of this horizontal shadow? V shadow means it specifies the distance of the vertical shadow, and color is that what color you want to give to the shadow. So this is a text shadow property that is used to add shadow around the text, and this is also used for just enhancing the appearance of the text. Next property is text indent. Text indent is a property that specifies the indentation of the first line only. See, indentation is the space of the text from the left margin. Okay, so this property helps us to set this space between the left margin and the text, but only the first line. And the syntax is text indent, and then we'll write the value. And what is the value? Value is the length in pixel, or you can write just the length in percentage. Next property is word break. Word break property specifies the line breaking rules. Okay, so what is the syntax we have for this? The syntax is word break then value. What are the possible values? The possible values are normal. Normal means the normal rules that we are following. What happens whenever we are writing any text editor or any word processor? What happens if suppose I'm writing this breaking? Okay, so what happens when I'm writing breaking? If there is not enough space, this complete word will come to the next line. Okay, so this is the normal rules that we follow. Break all means the lines will break at any character. Okay, any character means, for example, again I am writing breaking and I am able to write till K, BREAK, and ing is not coming. So this word will be broken at K only, and ing will come in the next line. Okay, keep all, this means in this the lines will break at hyphens. For example, I have written here keep all. So when I am writing keep all and it will encounter a hyphen is there, so it will break there only, and this is the property we have, keep all. Line height. Line height is the property that is used to specify the space between the two lines of the text. This is the vertical spacing between the lines, and the syntax is line height colon value. So what is this value? In value we can have number, we can have length, or we can just write the number in percentage. So these all were the properties, text properties that we have studied. Now we are just going to implement these properties in an HTML program. See, this is a simple HTML program. In this, first of all, we are just taking the starting tag, HTML tag is there. After that, the head tag is there. We have included the title tag which says text properties. Now see, in this we have used style type is equals to text CSS. That means in the head section we are using the CSS, and this method of implementing the CSS is known as internal. We call it as internal, or we call it as embedded. Okay. Embedded. So what you can see that in this style we have written all the properties with the help of which we want to enhance our text, or we need to improve the appearance of the text. So the first you can see is I have written body. Okay, this body is we call it as selector. So selector is the element of the HTML program on which we want to apply the style. So I want to apply this style to the complete text that is contained within the body. So what I am applying? I am applying the style as the color of the text should be blue. The text decoration should be underlined. Okay. Next I am using P. P is the tag that we use for paragraph. Okay, so I want the paragraph that it should have a text indent of 30 pixel. Okay, and text transform is capitalized. That means in the paragraph all the first letter of each word should be capitalized, and line height means the vertical spacing between the lines should be 1.5. Okay, after that I have used H1. H1 is the selector, H1 is the tag that we use for the heading. Okay, so in this I have written h1. After that I'll put curly bracket. So within this curly bracket you will have the declaration. So what is declaration? Declaration is the combination of a text property and its value. So I have given as text aligned center, that means the heading should be aligned in the center. Text shadow, see in this to this heading I am applying the property text shadow, that means the horizontal shadow should be of 2 pixel, the vertical should also be 2 pixel, and the color of shadow should be red. Fine. So after that just close the style tag, close the head section. So this is the head section. After this we have this body section is there. So in body section we have written h1. h1 is the tag that we use for heading. So I've given the heading name as success, and this is a container tag, that means it will have the starting as well as the closing tag. Next is p. P is the tag that we are going to use for the paragraph. So I have written this paragraph that success is about who you are, not what you have. Successful people work to discover their talents, so develop their talents. Okay, so after this we'll just close the paragraph tag, close the body tag, and at the end just close the HTML tag. That means we have finished the HTML program. Okay, after this just save this program with the name text.html, and after saving a web page will come. Just double click on it and you will have the output as this. Okay, now you can see that we have the heading. In the heading it is center aligned, it is underlined, and we have a shadow. Okay, and see this is indentation. The space that you see of the text from the left margin is the indentation. This we set with the help of property text indent, and you can observe that all the letters of all the words is having their first letter as capital. This we have done with the property text transform, and its value was capitalized, so it will capitalize every letter of every word, and all the text is underlined. Okay, so these were the text properties that we have studied.